Tes tes. Oke. Nice. Oke. Tes tes. Turun cal kan niku. Mari kita kecilkan suara. Nice, cukup. Mantap. Alah goblok. Anto, anto. Lumayan, lumayan, NPS. Lumayan, lumayan, lumayan. Nice. Bangsa 7/7, cok. Tolol, tolol.
All right, baby, let's get down. You fucking tear it up.
Sasakali sa dara.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Hart. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's the kid in at the point guard position. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got the first 3 points tonight for the Timberwolves. Pass to Dick. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. A nice shot by McDaniels.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. Now, I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The fader. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
All alone, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
When we talk about Scotty Barnes doing it all, we mean all of it.
And after years of rumors around OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors dealt them both.
Well, I like what they got back, Kevin. At some point, you got to cut the cord, and they did that. They brought back kind of the hometown hero in R.J. Barrett, along with a few picks, which gives them some flexibility. So it was a time for a new direction in Toronto, and trying to add to that exciting young core is priority one. Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Pirtle pulls it down. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Chicago, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate, frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Pocket forward, kept alive. Birtle, the pass to Quickly.
Defensively, you have to account for Quickly when he's on the floor. He knows how to generate offense in a hurry.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Up top, Randall. He's covered by Ingram. Randall passes to the kid. Oh, good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ingram outside. Pass to quickly. Three-pointer. And the Raptors miss again. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Randall outside. To the paint. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through him.
Sabar dulu, cowok. Sabar.
Outside, Barrett. Ingram outside. The three. Good on the triple. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Randall.
Nice.
Good on the bucket.
And Julius Randle is just such a bull out there with that great body control and strength.
Let's go.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Minnesota with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
36-25. Lumayan.
Timeout called by Darko Rojakovic.
This is the
He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Raptors trail by 11. On the court for Minnesota. Reed is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's the kid in at the wall. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The kid passes to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Mobo with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oops.
Pass to Boucher. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Boucher's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Shoot.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. McDaniels against Ingram. Down low, here's Walter. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
There's another thing that Jakob Poeltl can do for you, provide some solid ball movement.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. The muscle from Edwards.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Walter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Boucher with a screen on Edwards. It's Barrett on the wing. Edwards defending. Barrett no good. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Barrett.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Barrett's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
And the Raptors with some changes. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Dick comes in for Barrett. And quickly in for Walter. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Drops in the tray. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Poke loose.
Ah!
Pass to Ingram from deep. Rebound by the kid.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Tolol, salah ngumpan
And Ingram
saya.
with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Randall left side. Pass to the kid. Nice ball movement by Minnesota.
Apa?
And here comes the break. Ingram wide open. Bertle the pass to quickly. Dick wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the
Apa
shot.
dia?
Dick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Ah,
can't hit.
jatuh. Tak setetan. Gak bisa mana, Jal?
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. 7-point differential. Barnes kicks to quickly. Ingram outside.
Misi terakhir ini, Pak.
Pass to Dick. Here's quickly. And
Nice.
we've reached halftime in this
Masih
one.
memimpin 7
Timberwolves
poin,
lead
guys.
by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Di sini kayaknya aku mau ganti-ganti ini emat-emat dulu lah. Mungkin ganti-gantiin emat aku.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're still trying to find that.
And now let's discuss this game.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Barnes and Bertle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Brett, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Lari-lari.
Floats it up for Randall. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Ingram. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Raptors shooting for the game at 42%. Dick in the corner.
Tolol.
His 3-pointers off the mark. And Minnesota has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Ini loh.
Here's Randall. Good D by Barnes.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Barnes. Here's Dick. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Bangsat.
Dick's got 5 points in the
Ini
quarter.
loh.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
The Timberwolves made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from the kid.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And here's Quickly for three. Trains the three-pointer. Quickly's got 5 points so far.
Shooting in rhythm quickly is tough to stop when he's hitting these kind of shots.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. They are just killing them on the interior.
Timberwolves trail by 3. The kid passes to Edwards.
Nice.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
That one is off.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And the Raptors with some changes. They're checked in for Ingram. And it's Walter in for Grady Dick. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Quickly kicks to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Barnes down low. Randall on him. For 3, Barrett. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to the kid. To the middle. Pirtle with the steal. And they're running. Here's Barnes. Finished off the break. Barnes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Masih diskon kah?
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Randall outside.
Ini.
Pass to DiVincenzo.
Nice. 3 point.
Off target with his 3. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Walter. And the 3 off target.
Oke, mari kita jeda SF sekarang.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Sekarang lagi mau fokus ini aku. Mau
1:31
fokus
left to play here in the
dulu.
third.
Baru bikin karakter baru soalnya.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Barrett covering. Offensive rebound. Reed. Good work there as it goes.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis. And
3 vs 3 kan black top kan biasanya. Atau 5 vs 5. Gimana setelah main NBA? Terima kasih. Sudah nggak usah nge-give.
On the court for Minnesota, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with the kid. Then there's Reed. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Clark in at the 4 spot. And the Raptors miss again. Minnesota leading by 5.
Oh, lepas.
Out to Edwards. Cuts off the pass. Pushing it up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The kid, rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Harusnya tadi bisa ngedang itu, goblok.
Right now, they need a basket.
Bangsat.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And Toronto making a change here.
Udah, Gap.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to DiVincenzo.
Sudah dong.
The tray buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Ingram against Edwards, the 17-footer. And again,
Soalnya
Toronto
kalau
no luck.
dikonversiin
That
kecil.
mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off
Lupa
on that
kemana
one.
SF.
Pass to the kid.
Buka jalan.
And here is Clark. Just 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo passes to Clark.
Asik.
Toronto grabs the miss. Mobo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barrett wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 8. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Now DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Boucher. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated
Lepas
from an
kontol.
offensive standpoint.
And the Raptors miss again.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can
Terima
find
kasih.
Well, he
Urusin
wants to
masih
shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggle
Tidak usah dong.
continues.
Yeah, he's got to move
Sayang
on,
sekali
forget
sudah
about
juga.
this sequence
Tidak
here,
usah dong,
and
terima
try
kasih
to
ya.
find a way to get on the board.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And guys, let's
Tapi
get your
ke
take
yang lain
on the
juga.
scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing
belum
some
diter-
really physical offense, just attacking the paint as
Aku
much
pikir,
as possible.
aku pikir.
And I tell you what, they have
Aku
been
SF.
very successful with that strategy.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
Count it.
Oh,
Good.
no.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was
Ya,
selected
kenapa
first
kok jarang
overall. Anthony
buka
has a
TikTok kamu?
special ability to score.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Raptors making a
Aku juga
change
jarang sih
here.
kalau
Dick's
buat
checked
nonton-nonton.
in. Right now, let's send it over to the
Itu
sidelines and get a
kerja sama
report
main
from David
tim
Aldridge.
sekarang.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots.
Mengingatkan ke?
Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
The kid can't hit. Barnes with it. Pass to quickly.
Aku lagi, Cok. Kalau yang dulunya, Cok. Bangsat.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter.
Ah,
Yeah,
kan?
not a
Kalah
fan
kan,
of
Bang?
that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Tinggi banget,
An
goblok.
emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Lihatin, Jel. Tuh, bukuran. Standing dunk loh, standing dunk sih 30 pira ngono. Standing dunk iku duduk Melayu. Wong mandek sih kok iku mang. Bisa saya driving dangkul lo 50 pira ngono. Tuker, Cok. Bangsat. Terima kasih.
Raptors trail by 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. It will shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
Sekarang aku serius main game ini soalnya. Jarang buka SV. SV ku gak pernah kebuka. Terakhir itu bulan kemarin, tapi sebelum bulan kemarin itu tahun kemarin aku buka. Terakhir buka.
Out just how
Lebih sering
capable
mainin
he is
game soalnya.
as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Pass to McDaniels.
Ini
1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The kid, and a miss there on the triple. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing here by 8.
And even
Sekarang aku
though
udah lupa sama
item-itemnya,
item-itemnya.
some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
Pass to Gobert. For three,
Yes.
Edwards. Look
Let's
at
go.
Edwards
Masih
sliding
masih ada
home
lagi.
the three.
Nggak tahu.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up
Aku udah jarang
as a
buka SV
solid
aku.
victory here for the Timberwolves.
Kemarin
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way, the other team wasn't
terus
catching
habis
any lucky
itu
breaks
banyak data yang hilang
themselves.
kan, banyak data-data lu kayak game dan kawan-kawan yang hilang gitu. Terus akhirnya aku download lagi.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Alah,
And with
bodoh,
this
Edward
win, it gives them a sweep of the
tolong.
season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Anthony Edwards.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Buka jalan.
Randall is screen on quickly. The kid can't hit. Off the inbound pass. And so the Timberwolves take the win.
Terima kasih.
This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
Ntar aku mau ganti-ganti emot dulu. Fortnite aja aku udah jarang ini aku sekarang. Udah jarang apa? Online. Udah habis, udah gitu doang konsep.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Ya nggak apa-apa, stay aja di sini udah, selalu santai aja. Pasar. Ngapain gitu kan? Keluar. Oh belum, speedballnya butuh 100. Pin, postku, motion base, motion style.
I'm planning a beach trip next week.
Oh ya, bangsat.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit of skimboarding. I love it.
Coba aja. Ini boleh. Terus. Oh ini boleh. Apa ini? NBA ya? Standing. Oke. Ini boleh. Ini boleh. Oke. Jump shot. Tertutup benar. Ini. Terus dulu juga. Oke. Tar. Lagi ya. Three point butuh sakurasi sih. Beberapa sakurasi dulu juga sih. Meskipun nggak terlalu ngepoin, sakurasi sama strength. Sakurasi berapa sih, Sok? 14.000. Berarti 45, 49, 50.000. Ya kayak pas sakurasi dulu deh. Football perlu. Oke, lanjut. Oke, mari kita lanjutkan, ya kan? Gimana kayak persen?
I see a lot of people jumping on MP for all those turnovers.
Oh, betul. Level 16, hah? Apanya, Cok, yang level 16, Cok?
We know MP came ready to play.
Oke, lanjut. Jelek dah. Jelek ternyata kalau driving tangku kecil. Gak apa-apa, ini PG yang gak bisa ngepoin. Last team itu. Ini ada di ini aku di timmu. Hah? Oh. Aku tanya kerjaan. Bangsat. Or berapa? 62 atau 61 gitu. Udah kerjaan, gimana kerjaan? Aman kah?
Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kick? And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Oh, yang kebiasaan pakai overall tinggi kan aku. Dan ini main free to play. Meskipun selama ini main free to play sih, tapi maksudnya kayak grindingku gila-gilaan sih yang di karakterku sebelumnya.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's the kid in at point. Here's the kid. Outside Reed. Edwards against White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the kid. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Let's go.
For 3, Randall sinks it from distance.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
3-pointer, Holiday. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. The kid passes to Reed. Over Porzingis. Reed can't hit.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Terlalu banyak ngepoin nggak apa-apa, Cok. Yang penting berguna lah untuk tim.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Tatum. And he buries his first look.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Here's the kid. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 4-3. Reed can't hit. For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle.
Apa sih Randle?
That's his first foul of the game.
Mau kemana Anda?
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Tatum. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Minnesota. As the season continues to ramp up, they've secured the 7th spot.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Holiday from long range. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. Number 1, Boston.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
Timberwolves trail by 5. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. Another one falls for Boston.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Off target with a jump hook.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
McDaniels passes to Randall. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Tatum with some nice D.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Stolen by Reed. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. Tatum passes to Brown. Randall pulls down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's White. Kick out to Brown.
Allah.
There's the triple. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Reed. Edwards against Holiday. Pass to the kid. From outside the arc. Boston pulls it in.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but
also... lumayan ya. Gila, 26 poinnya ternyata. Season ini. Lumayan loh.
Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Tatum in a small forward. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Porzingis. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 5. Left side, DiVincenzo. Here's the kid. Pulls it. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. For 3, DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. DiVincenzo's got 6.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's Pritchard. And it's all from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's the kid. Outside Reed. And there's a pick. The 3. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Left side Porzingis. Over Edwards. And that one hits the back iron. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Horford against Reed. Fires for 3. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Another shot. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Boy, give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
The kid passes to Randall. Boston with a rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That'll be a second foul of the game. Brown passes to Horford. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Holiday, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Hauser, he's checked in for Horford. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for DiVincenzo.
It's no coincidence, guys, that wherever Drew Holiday has gone, the team gets better, and it's about the way he leads by example.
Boston leading by 3. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. From the right block. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Reed in the post. Working on Porzingis. Reed passes to the kid. Back to Reed. To the inside. And stolen by Holiday. And a pretty tightly...
Ada Prit gitu. Ada Pritnya anjing.
Contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. All right, fellas, time now. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's the kid in at the point. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. 3-point lead. Doors, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Timberwolves trail by 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
It's McDaniels on the wing. There's a screen. Pass to the kid. And here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. The triple hits for Edwards.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Pass to the kid.
Nice.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Good on both. The Celtics have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Back to Holiday. And the bucket is good. Holiday's got 6.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Pass to Randle. Now Reed. Jacks up a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
White, the pass to Brown. The fadeaway. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 10 points for him.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Boston, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record.
You know, for the Celtics, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
For Boston, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside, Brown. Tatum against Randall. Tatum can't hit. Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo, the pass to the kid. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Pritchard.
Poin sedikit tidak masalah, yang penting membantu tim gitu kan.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. Launches it. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now. Now Randall. He has 7. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Tatum. Celtics trail by 3. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
The kid. Boston pulls it in. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum looking it over. Okay, Tatum punching it home.
You see the level of
masa iya baru nyalain good skill tiba-tiba suruh istirahat bangsat.
And Chris Finch calls time out here. He wants to review the game plan.
Betul kan?
And Boston with some changes.
Tuh asu. Baru kepake 3 detik, Cok. Asu.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Edwards. Pass to the kid. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 18. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center.
Defense.
The perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Out to the right wing. Pass to the kid. Looking to get it going. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Outside, Brown. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Green.
Randall, a screen on Holiday. Pass to Randall. White with a steal. Outside Holiday. Takes the three. Buries it from three.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
The Timberwolves lead by 18. Reed, a screen on Holiday. Here's the kid. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Drew Holiday. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes. He welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Soalnya dulu pas aku sebelum
Brown passes to Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Randall. It's stolen by Tatum.
Terus settingnya gimana, Bro?
Outside Holiday.
Itu nggak bisa disetting sih. Kamu pakai prosesor apa emang?
Shoots. Edwards pulls it in.
Atau grafiknya terlalu gede biasanya.
Randall
Kalau
outside.
prosesormu udah oke, biasanya karena grafikmu terlalu gede.
Plenty of contact
juga
on that
bisa.
shot. Officials call the foul and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, Julius Randle is never going to back away from a defensive player. He knows he's got the strength to play through contact. Nice job drawing the
Biasanya
foul.
di settingan ininya, settingan
And Randall
apa
drops them
namanya?
both.
Grafik.
And there's
Berarti kan
1:38
VGA nggak
left to play
mungkin
in the
kaleng-kaleng
fourth.
juga kan, maksudku kayak 3060
Outside
atau
White.
mungkin RX berapa gitu kan.
And you see player training methods,
itu
Grant,
pada
a
saat
lot more than
patah-patah.
just running and getting shots up.
And you know,
Pagi Bang, halo, selamat pagi
interests
Lukman.
me,
Pada saat
players not just
patah-patah,
training their bodies better than
patah-patahnya
ever,
itu
but also
pada
their
saat
minds.
nge-stream kamu
They're working on
main doang
hand-eye
atau kamu juga
coordination
nge-stream
drills and
NBA
just
gitu.
all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
We've got a line change here for Boston. And Minnesota will
Kalau
go
cuma
for a
main
different
doang
look
biasanya
here. Rudy Gobert's
berarti
checked in
ada
for
settingan
Reed.
yang
Clark
bermasalah.
comes in for Randall. Alexander Walker,
Tolol.
he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And Minnesota making a change here. Conley's checked in. Celtics trail by 19.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here.
Soalnya
Time to just
tahuku kalau
cruise
prosesor
to the end of the
i5
game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
1200.
And it was dueling three-pointers
Carry
all
bagian
night.
kotanya.
A battle they won.
Iya,
Both
carry
teams had the
bagian keliling
same
kotanya kan.
plan. Win the game.
Number 9.
PGA-mu terlalu
Each
tinggi
win so
biasanya atau
important in this league.
terlalu
And they meet
banyak
just
apa ini
twice,
namanya?
so taking the first meeting means a
Terlalu
lot to
banyak
this
orang
team.
di
Guys, I
bagian
know we've
kotanya.
discussed this
Itu juga
many
bisa.
times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value.
Maksudnya
This
pembeliannya
guy is a
PG,
terrific
belajar PG
player
aku.
and a pro's pro.
The kid uses the glass on the
Itu,
layup.
And they knew it wasn't going to be
itu,
easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And
analisisnya
sometimes
juga
when
udah
everyone's
kumatiin
rooting
apa
against you,
kualitasnya,
it seems to
kualitasnya
bring
ya
the
yang harus
unit closer
direndahin.
together.
Ya,
It
pertanyaanku
certainly
VGA-mu
did tonight.
VGA berapa?
Pritchard
Coba
gets it
aja
to
dulu
go.
di kualitas grafiknya direndahin. Ntar habis ini
Here's the
habis ini
kid.
kan selesai nih.
34 seconds left in the final
40-60 Ti
quarter.
loh. Aman itu harusnya.
And it's Cornet
Punyaku
with a rebound.
40-60 ini malah. Aman itu harusnya. Itu kamu pakai settingan medium pun
Here's
bisa
Hauser.
harusnya.
Pass to Pritchard. The 3 is up. Cornet can't hit.
Ri,
On the take.
umpan.
Here's the kid. Misses the shot. And so
4060 Ti harusnya aman loh itu. Bentar, ini nih. Samain aja dulu sama settinganku. Ini aku pakai prosesor R7 ya, Ryzen 7 5700X. Ini aku pakai buat nge-stream pun aman. Pakai 4060 juga. Tapi bukan yang TI. Alah, cok, bukan itu. Ya, nanti tak coba renderin grafiknya, Mas. Bentar. Ini. Tak tunjukin settinganku. Settinganmu mungkin itu dibuat ke 4K itu, cok. Bukan settingan buat 1080 kayaknya. Mana ya? Mana? Nah, ini loh. Ini kan dibaca tuh. Ada recommended for system with 6 GB of VRAM. Jadi VRAMmu berapa kan dan kawan-kawan. Best untuk 1080 berhubung aku main yang di 1080 secara otomatis aku butuh cuma yang medium gitu. Kalau dibuat high pun bisa sebenarnya gitu. Dan nggak masalah juga gitu sebenarnya. No. Dan harusnya. Cuman kalau semisal kamu itunya terlalu gede, apa ini namanya? Apa sih namanya? Kalau masih patah-patah biasanya itu ada di bagian sininya itu loh. Itu yang ngebuat patah-patah itu daerah-daerah sini biasanya. Mana ya, Cok? Ini apa sih? Ini NPC nih loh. NPC nih loh, terlalu banyak biasanya. Bisa direndahin biasanya. Enggak, punya ini aku patah-patah. Padahal speknya i5 12.000 jare. Terus mari kono pakai 4060 Ti. Seharusnya kan aman toh. Mission Deck City. Bentar. Relok. Seharusnya aman gitu. Dan itu nggak masalah seharusnya. Mungkin di bagian settingan itunya kamu terlalu high. Coba diturunin satu dulu gitu. Itu sih yang berpengaruh biasanya. Gitu. Oh, bagian situnya belum aku otak-atik, Mas. Nah, itu biasanya langsung ke bawah ke bagian kamu misal setting di bagian high. Nah, itu juga bisa disetting toh, advance-in gitu. Jadi coba dilihat dulu mungkin apa yang kamu nggak perlu kayak crowd, mungkin kamu nggak perlu crowd yang terlalu tinggi atau mungkin kamu nggak perlu NPC yang terlalu banyak gitu. Punyaanku tetap terkadang drop FPS, bukan patah-patah tapi drop FPS. Nah, patah-patahnya itu kamu drop FPS atau gimana gitu. Kalau patah-patah karena stuttering biasanya ya karena monitormu juga, itu juga bisa. Coba ya. Coba yang ini. Coba. Nah, ini kan aku kan lagi di ini kan di rumah nih. Coba aku keluar ya. Pasti patah-patah di awal. Tapi cuman drop FPS biasa gitu. Nah kayak gini kan, kan kayak agak patah-patah kan. Kalau kalian lihat, cuman lancar gitu. Nah kalau aku kan cuman drop FPS tuh, bukan patah-patah. Nah itu kan patah-patah tuh. Kalau semisal kalian lihat tuh, ya kan agak patah-patah kan. Nah ini karena memang aku buat pakai stream gitu. Kalau semisal nggak aku buat pakai stream lancar, dia bisa di 60 fps-an sampai 80 fps gitu biasanya. Nah ya kayak gitu. Nah ini normal, kayak gini ini normal karena kemungkinan besar karena CPU-mu itu nggak support sebenarnya. Kayak kamu cuman pakai 6 core 12 thread itu juga bisa. Karena game-game kayak gini tuh lebih ke arah perlu apa sih namanya ini, CPU bukan VGA. Karena ini game online gitu kan. Sama kayak game-game Valorant, terus habis jancuk. Bentar. Valorant, terus habis itu kayak game-game Fortnite kayak gitu. Terusnya berapa ratus? Ya nggak tahu aku kalau berapa ratus giga, 120 atau berapa gitu aku lupa. kayak gitu. Jadi kalau semisal memang bukan startering drop FPS doang itu normal karena memang game kayak gini tuh lebih ke arah butuh prosesor. Minimal itu memang di 6 sampai 6 core 12 thread gitu. Nah, berhubung aku butuh buat live streaming, jadi aku cari yang 8 core 16 thread gitu. Biar tinggi. Jancok apa sih goblok? Gitu. Jadi menurutku tergantung sih. Kalau semisal kamu buat live streaming juga, ya kamu harus peta-petain gitu. Tapi jangan terlalu sering main di city lah mainnya. Maksudku kalau bikin kontennya atau gimana gitu. Tapi kalau semisal cuman main di dalam sana aman, ya harusnya aman gitu. Nggak masalah juga. Ntar mulai atas baju. Ini bagus sok orang-orang sok. Tekan. Aku pingin sih cok. Gelap goblok. Wih, keren. Keren gak sih, Cel? Oh, penduru goblok. Oke, Mas, siap ilmunya. Tak tinggal turu sih ya, Mas. Aman, slow santai aja. Wih. Kayak si siapa ini namanya? Kayak si Luka Doncic gitu kan. Atau long sleeve. Wih. Keren. Terus lancar live streamnya. Aman aja, on demand di. Slow santuy. Harusnya 4060 itu 4060 Ti malah spek-nya di atasku kan 12 anu kan kalau nggak salah 12 giga apa ya kira-kira. Harusnya aman itu. Nanti coba tinggal setting-setting bagian itunya yang tadi aku lihat lah. Aku tunjukin lah. Kalau semisal memang masih startering atau gimana ya. Ya, berarti Anda kurang beruntung. Aku juga lagi live di ini juga guys, lagi live di YT atau itu settingan OBS juga ngaruh bang. Iya maksudku kalau semisal dia nggak nge-live itu yang bermasalah anunya dari apa ini namanya dari settingan in game-nya kan. Nah di live-in ada berbagai masalah sebenarnya gitu. Settingan OBS, terus habis itu dari settingan inimu juga apa namanya settingan in game, terlalu banyak webcam itu juga bisa gitu. Makanya kan ini kan aku coba pakai yang bener-bener ini kan bener-bener aman lah buat aku nge-live enak bangsat. Terus habis itu buat aku main juga enak gitu kan. Lumayan. Aku dulu biar bisa nge-live-in NBA aku sampai bela-belain buat upgrade komputer, cok. Kan sebelumnya kan aku pakai Intel i5 9400F kan. Pakai 4060. Memang tetap ada bottleneck. Terus di juga ya, Kak? Iya, aku live di YT juga kok. Nah, memang ada bottleneck tapi enggak yang gimana-gimana gitu. Jadi aku main beberapa game itu masih aman. Kayak misal aku main Fortnite masih aman, main NBA masih aman. Terus habis itu main Tekken dan kawan-kawan itu masih aman gitu. Terus akhirnya aku coba tuh buat aku live-in gitu. NBA-nya aku live-in gitu kan. Tapi ternyata tidak bisa. Masih patah-patah. Begitu. Udah aku coba otak-atik settingan OBS-nya pun tetap sama aja. Nggak bola bang. Bang bola bang. Bang. Ini, Cok. Let's go. Mari kita mulai.
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the target.
Dan akhirnya inilah setup yang aku mau.
Hi everyone, we've got a
bisa
good one for you
nge-live-in
tonight.
NBA
It's
gitu kan.
game, and both of these teams,
Keren,
Greg,
Cok.
have a couple
Lapangannya
games in
si
the
Timberwolves
NBA Cup
paksa.
under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good
Let's go.
starts.
Nice.
And I gotta believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Thompson is out there with Alpern Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward.
Aku pengen
So it's the
NBA
Minnesota
2K26
Timberwolves getting the first
mahal
points of
tapi
the ball
bangsat.
game.
Masih ada. Sumpah semahal itu loh. NBA 2K26 itu.
Reed with the block. Pass to the kid. Picked by Reed. The kid can't hit.
Sayang sekali
The
saudara-saudara.
Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Celtics in Boston. Now here's Van Vliet, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Now, here's McDaniel. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Randall passes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Green with the block.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up
Dalam
on you.
tidak bisa
Might have
saya.
just surprised the
Saya
shooter.
masih mengejar dulu
And
bang.
to this point on the
Maaf ya
season,
bang, jangan
guys,
diajakin Baywan bang.
80%
Saya masih
from the
cacat.
line. He's done a really good job.
Free throw good, Edwards. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Now here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Sinks the triple.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Thompson against Randall. Over Thompson. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bang.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone. Oh, Anthony. Masih ada. Masih main dia. When it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic. But it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Now here's Randall. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 5 now.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the
Belum pensi
leading
kan dia?
defenses. The Timberwolves,
Kan
number
baru
1.
kan masih
Well, they
hitungannya ya.
allow the fewest points per
Masih ikut
game in
next
the
gen kan
league.
ya.
Sometimes that can be a factor of pace, but safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Now, here's Thompson. Last time, 14 points for him.
Pokoknya ini kan asalnya udah transferan terbaru sih.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's the kid. They trail by 1. And it's Houston on the break. Green with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Edwards passes to the kid. There's a screen. McDaniels against Brooks. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Setelah the final atau sebelum the final pas gitu aku lupa.
Here's Green. Off with the layup.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Belum bisa.
McDaniels finds Edwards. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Randall surveying the D. Over Thompson. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Down low. Goes up to the stripe. Reed with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here he goes. Yep, that one goes.
Bisa untuk sebenarnya
Fantastic decision making big. Randall with the right choice there.
Ternyata bisa ini kok karakterku. Oh, nggak pernah berani main inside
in the corner, it's Van Vliet. Outside, Green launches a three. The Rockets with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The kid passes to Reed. Outside, Edwards.
Nice.
That doesn't go on the
shootingnya. Tolong, capek, bodoh.
That patented crossover just couldn't convert the finish.
Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. The Rockets with another miss. Here's the kid. 11-point game his last outing. Stolen by Thompson.
Thompson kontol.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. So at the
end ya guys, kalau misal kata-kata saya kasar gitu kan.
The Rockets on top. They're up by 2.
Memang terkadang
and will return
sering kelepasan gitu. Buat mending gitu. Suka sering kelepasan saya gitu. Jadi mohon maaf ya. Ini tuh topingan kita untuk biar tetap fokus gitu kan. Ngepot santuy.
And getting going again here in the second.
Masa iya NBA Cup kalah kan nggak mungkin gitu kan.
Van Vliet brings to this offense.
I feel like he's really a centering presence.
Ya ampun.
The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. The kid comes in for Alexander Walker. Taking a look at the Rockets. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Van Vliet in the point guard. Edwards passes to the kid. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota making some changes. Randall's checked in for Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Houston, Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. Pass to Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Houston leading by 10. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you.
Sekarang sudah sibuk kerja aku dan sudah nggak terlalu bisa
Basat, Thompson. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be
nggak terlalu bisa megang bola aku sekarang.
Hey DA, thanks.
Yeah.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that can be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot.
SMK terakhir main basket.
Pass to Eason.
Umur 17-18, sekarang aku 24 tahun udah.
Back to VanVleet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Julius Randle picks one up. Hey Greg, what do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass, they generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Timberwolves trail by 14. The kid passes to Reed. Here's the kid. Pass to McDaniels. Reed with a screen on Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Asli Surabaya cuman tinggal Sidoarjo sekarang.
And McDaniels has
tetap sama-sama Jawa Timur, cuman
now Green.
Apa? Pindah Sidoarjo sekarang.
Brooks feeling it out a bit.
Cuman kerjaan ada di Surabaya.
He's in with it. Thompson sets the pick for Green. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Great D that time from Green. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Rocketing off the deck.
Thompson showing that
youthful exuberance.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right wing. Randle passes to the kid. Outside for Randle. Stolen by Thompson. It's Brooks on the wing. Puts up a three. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's denied.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
VanVleet with the bucket. Here's the kid. Reed with a screen on VanVleet. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. Rockets lead by 17. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Kerjanya di Sidoarjo malah. Tapi tinggal di Surabaya gitu. Kok kebalik kita? Kekos di Sidoarjo atau gimana?
On paper, these.
And turning back to our first half, things go.
Bisa. Kita harus kayak gimana ya biar kita jadi jago. Mana itu?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart
masih oke sih
and just taking
itu.
what the defense
Temenku malah banyak yang dari aku punya teman itu dia tempat kerjaanku di tempat kerjaan gitu ada dia itu PP Pacet Surabaya.
Reed kicks to Randall. Pass to the kid. At the top of the key, Reed. Over Şengün. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, really not where you expect Reed to shoot from, but he clearly made the right choice by taking that shot.
Perlahan-lahan tapi pasti, perlahan-lahan tapi pasti. Tidak tolol, soalnya aku tolol. Bodoh banget. Kenapa langsung kejam gitu?
Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Edwards got 10.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Kalau masih bisa memungkinkan untuk PP lebih baik PP sih.
Green outside.
Soalnya kalau aku ngitung-ngitung itu
out to Edwards.
Itu malah lebih mahalan kalau misal kalian ngekos. Aku ngekos kalau misalnya kerjaan. PP aku cuma 15.000 setiap harinya. Kalau dibandingin ngekos memang bener sih nggak ngeluarin duit. Nggak ngeluarin duit buat parkir. Terus habis itu nggak ngeluarin duit buat bensin gitu kan. Tapi jauh lebih worth it kalau semisal kita bisa pulang. Gitu. Kalau menurutku kayak gitu karena memang nggak mungkin gitu kalian tiap hari bakalan apalagi kayak aku gitu, aku lebih suka ngobrol sama orang rumah gitu kan. Nggak mungkin kalian nggak ngobrol-ngobrol sama orang rumah gitu. Aku pribadi kayak gitu pasti. Aku lebih baik PP gitu, nggak apa-apa.
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop.
PP meskipun bayaranku nggak
and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Read the pass to the kid. Thompson against Randall. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Capeknya, capek banget berasa nih. Cuman kalau udah terbiasa bakal aman. Beda cerita kalau misal memang kerjaanmu kayak apa ya bisa bilang kayak
wide open. Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves
bukan yang merendahkan, cuman kerjaanmu misal kayak kuli gitu. Ya pasti capek lah.
Edwards passes to the kid. Basket good.
Pasti kalau misal PP pun capek gitu. Soalnya kerjaanmu angkat-angkat gitu dari awal. Pertama kali kerja gitu angkat-angkat, tapi berhubung aku kerjaanku di kitchen jadi dan kitchennya bukan kitchen yang full masak gitu. Jadi masih oke. Menurutku pribadi.
Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Minnesota with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Count that one. The kid's got 6.
Bisa. Ini bisa cok. Kejarin cok. Kejarin. Jangan ngelakuin kesalahan ya, please. Jangan ngelakuin kesalahan. TO kita sudah 3 gitu.
Outside Green.
Jangan ngelakuin kesalahan apapun. Jangan tolol.
Second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Brooks dishes to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Over Randall. Offensive rebound for 3. Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The kid, and the lead is down inside single digits. 8 points for the
kid.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball
masih ada 1 quarter lagi. Kita masih ada sekitar 8 menitan lagi. Jadi slow santai aja. Kalian jangan ngelakuin kesalahan kayak begini. Kan tolol. Jadi 10 lagi.
Van Vliet's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to...
Bentar guys, aku mau ke kamar mandi dulu bentar aja. Oke. Jam segini emang masuk kerja jam berapa? Biasanya jam 2. Kalau kerja itu kebanyakan pasti jam 2 siang. Jadi aku bakal live-nya tuh sampai dari jam 2 malam karena aku pulang kerja jam 1 malam kan. Baru sampai rumah itu setengah 1 jam 1 malam. Aku bakalan istirahat dulu, bikin konten dulu kayak konten-konten tentang pervision tapi bukan di konten yang ini, bukan di channel yang ini.
And Tori Eason subbed in for Dylan Brooks.
Kemungkinan besar aku bakalan coba untuk bisa live setiap hari setiap jam 2 malam. Gitu, sampai jam 4 pagi. Jam 2 malam sampai jam 4 subuh.
10-point lead.
Sebisa mungkin lah.
After this game is they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
The kid passes to Gobert.
Aku mau coba selama seminggu dulu konsisten. Kalau memang bisa konsisten terus, aku bakal lanjut gitu. Coba lagi selama sebulan, apakah bisa konsisten lagi atau enggak? Karena aku takutnya capek gitu. Takutnya aja. Cuman setiap hari aku pasti main NBA gitu masalahnya.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Driving inside. The kid gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets
coming
from inside the paint there.
Jam-jam segini biasanya aku main. Sampai jam-jam segini gitu.
Just
dari jam 1 malam, jam 2 malam gitu sampai jam 4 pagi gitu biasanya.
And Jalen Green hits from deep. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
The kid passes to Randall.
Ratingnya berapa tuh? Clearing dong. Rating apa ini? Overall.
Pass to the kid. Now here's DiVincenzo.
Overallku 62 kalau nggak salah.
Here's the kid. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way.
Poin kita kawan.
The kid's got 10 points in just the second half.
Overall. Overallku 61. 61 atau 62 gitu aku lupa. Pokoknya masih kecil lah overall. Ini karena aku bikin karakter baru. Pertama aku bikin karakter baru, terus kedua aku mau coba untuk main PG gitu kan. Coba main point guard gitu. Karena sebelumnya aku main small forward gitu. Dan sudah terbiasa dengan gameplay yang main sendiri gitu. Jadi ini kan kalau PG kan lebih ke arah mau nggak mau kalian harus kerja sama tim gitu kan. Jadi aku bakal belajar gitu, apakah bisa atau tidak, atau bakal nyaman atau enggak gitu. Aku masih belum tahu. Jadi kemungkinan besar aku bakalan mainin ini sampai ratingku 99 lah. Sampai overallku 99 atau 90-an lah.
It'll be Smith and Şengün. Whitmore is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. VanVleet right side. VanVleet can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Here's the kid. He's covered by Eason. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Orang sudah tahu aku
VanVleet's got
jauh
23 points.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
The kid gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Whitmore, defended by DiVincenzo. For 3, VanVleet, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Edwards. They set the pick.
From
outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. Off target from outside.
Makanya kenapa aku bilang aku nggak terlalu bisa kan. Salah kan? Blok. Shoot, cuk. Aku nggak terlalu bisa kerja sama tim gitu.
Here's the kid. Whitmore
Karena terbiasa main
defending.
sendiri aku masih.
Pass to the kid. Gobert against Şengün. DiVincenzo with it. Launches it. 3 on the clock. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ini kayaknya bakal jadi
Smith
matchku yang
outside.
terakhir.
The 3.
Jadi aku mau.
Gobert pulls it in.
Sekarang jam berapa sih?
Gobert has
4
got his
soalnya.
7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's the kid. Eason grabs the board. Houston leading by 4. In the corner, it's Whitmore. The kid passes to Edwards.
It's a great finish!
Sebetulnya apa bang? All Star. Karena aku masih 61, 62.
Well, you need a bucket.
Masih All Star.
Give it to
Nanti
Edwards.
kemungkinan besar
He's
kalau
got
udah
that
masuk ke
clutch
80,
And that's
overall
life
80,
above the rim.
aku pasti main yang
Courtesy
Piala
of our
Fame.
AT&T 5G Slam Camp.
Untuk sekarang masih yang All
And
Star.
timeout is called by Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team
Karena
right
jujur aja
now.
kalau semisal
Some changes
di
for
overall
Minnesota.
60
Reed,
di Hall
he's
of Fame
checked in
main
for Rudy
susah.
Gobert.
Bener
Julius
sih
Randle
kamu
comes in for
dapat
Clark.
duitnya
And it's
lebih gede kan,
McDaniels in for Dante
persentasenya lebih gede.
DiVincenzo.
Cuman
The
memang
Rockets also
lebih susah.
changing it up.
Gitu.
Thompson is checked in for Jabari Smith. Dylan
Makanya
Brooks comes in for
nanti
Tari
dulu.
Eason. And it's Green in for Whitmore. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Now they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Ngobrol sendiri kok. Tidak bisa dong. Tolol.
Here's the kid. He's covered by Thompson and puts them in the lead. McDaniels got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And Reed has it in the corner. To the paint, here's the kid, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, You can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
It's Randall with the drive to the middle. The kid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Dapat ini, Cok. Dapat
Van Vliet picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Kalau kayak Real 12 menit nggak bisa aku. Early tolol untuk masuk.
Force defenses to
Untuk
collapse
masuk.
and open up
Nggak
a
bisa
lot
aku.
of outside
12
shots.
menit terlalu lama
And
untuk
another stat that they've excelled
gameplay ku terlalu lama
at is
nanti.
points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Terus 4 poin.
And how about the
Ini menurut
leadership
sosial ya.
there from Van Vliet, ready to
Kalau mau 1
put
menit
this team
kita bisa
on his
dibantai juga
back
gitu.
and
Jadi
give them
santai
that
aja dulu.
crucial bucket.
Out to the right wing.
Kalau kerja sama tim aja, terus santai. Ini, Cok.
Randall passes to the kid. Reed kicks to McDaniel. Stolen by Van Vliet. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Tenang, kita
Big
bisa menang.
time basket at a
Top
big
block,
time moment.
jemput,
Yeah, don't you just
kontol,
love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Count it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Krusial.
It
Parah.
helps that Thompson can
Kalau
score
enggak ini,
without
Bang.
her
Enggak,
hand
bukan. All
close
Star.
to the bucket. Defenders can't
Masih
force
overall
him
60
to
soalnya.
one side or the other.
Anjing.
Here's Green. Oh, no
Cok,
good. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall.
Perpanjangan waktu.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't...
Bukan, aku masih overall 60, jadi masih
These
belum
teams
bisa
have
masuk
battled
ke
tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we
mana
head to
namanya?
overtime. Should be a blast.
Hall of Fame.
And Greg, you think
Masih
about what they
terlalu
call float game.
susah lah.
Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect,
Biasa,
right?
biasa.
The floaters,
Biasa,
teardrops,
kebiasaanku jelek.
whatever you
Aduh,
call
abang
them,
sini turnover.
runners
Makanya, Cok,
often the
bangsat.
finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's the kid in at the point. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Tunjukkanlah skill
Van Vliet
3-point
outside.
tunjukkan, bangsat.
From deep, Green. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. There's the pick over Brooks. And it falls over the rim and in. McDaniels got the game tied up here for Minnesota. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Reed against Van Vliet. And here is Şengün. Off target with the open look.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Count that one from Van Vliet. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Edwards passes to Reed. Here's the kid, covered by Van Vliet. Back to Edwards. For the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to the kid. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brooks. Van Vliet with it. Out defended by Randall. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Reed. Great defense that time from Şengün. Green left side. The Rockets with another miss. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's the kid. Stolen by Brooks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch.
Kalian mau lihat ini? Anu bukan? Mau lihat overall kan? Bentar ya, habis ini ya.
We've got a timeout call from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one. Well, you can tell Reed's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him to.
Alah cowok, aku mau tidur tuh, bangsat. Aku mau tidur tuh. Asu.
Thompson dishes to Brooks. Now here's Van Vliet. He started close. Stripped it away. Now McDaniels. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime.
Oi, halo Mas Boy. Pagi banget. Ya, aku nge-live dari jam 2.
And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Inside, here's Van Vliet. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 34 points for Fred Van Vliet.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. For three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. It's stolen by Randall. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Green. And that's 15 points from Amen Thompson. Here's the kid, covered by Van Vliet. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Arab 3 point, Bob? Enggak, aku lebih baik cari poin. Dari poin dari inside, aku nggak bisa 3 point soalnya masih karakternya.
Rockets leading by 3. Van Vliet outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 39.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
To the inside. Here's the kid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him.
And the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green finds Van Vliet. From past the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 42 in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Inside, here's the kid. Straight D that time from Van Vliet. And here we go, it's Thompson running it up the court. scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there.
Bisa. Udah. Asu.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Congrats to MP.
Gak peduli. Kongrat ini kalah, goblok, bukan kongret. Kalian ini tes. Baca ini tuh. Come on MP, is it too much to ask a little consistency? Good game MP, game goblok. Udah jam ini lagi. Udah. Apa ya, aku menargetkan apa ya, kita kayaknya butuh pasakurasi. Pasakurasiku ini perlu sih 14.000 ya, ini masih sekitar 8.000 uangku. Aku kan harus ngembaliin ke 35.000 kan, harus ngembaliin ke 35.000 karena ini bukan pure uangku asli gitu kan. Jadi ya maksudku kayak bukan pure uangku dari gameku ini gitu, dari playerku yang ini gitu. Jadi aku bakal balikin ke 35.000 gitu. Utang boleh lah, masa utang nggak? Utang sedikit boleh lah. Bentar aja di live streamingku yang selanjutnya ya. Oke guys, kalau begitu terima kasih buat semuanya yang sudah nonton. Sampai jumpa lagi di live yang selanjutnya. Bye bye guys. See you. Jangan lupa besok join karena aku bakal live lagi jam 2 malam sampai jam 4 subuh gitu kan. Terima kasih semuanya. Bye bye guys. Love you guys. See you.